At a time when first impressions are everything, it's shocking just how much you can learn from a product in the first 24 hours. I'm Jaime Rivera with Pocketnow, and these are our first impressions of the Samsung Galaxy S7, brought to you by dbrand. The honeymoon phase. That moment where you just unwrapped your new toy and putting it down is more painful than anything. Some devices do a good job at this and some don't, but so far the Galaxy S7 has taken the cake. Samsung has done an amazing job in improving the already great build quality of its predecessor and taking ergonomics to the next level with this design. From the metallic trim to the curved glass surrounding it, this is one of those phones that calls to be held constantly. The build, sadly, isn't without its flaws, as fingerprint magnet is the Galaxy S7's second name, so choose your color wisely, as we did with this gold platinum variant. Setting it up for the first time gave us a clear hint of how powerful the internals are. Samsung has updated its logo animation for something a little more artistic, and once the carrier logo kicks in, the device follows most of the same process of last year's unit. We did fumble with restoring this unit from a previous device for reasons we don't know, but after a few tries, we were shocked at just how fast the Galaxy S7 loaded all of our applications. It's clear that the Snapdragon 820 processor matched with 4 gigs of RAM is here to make a statement, and so far, so good. Once inside, we're greeted by Samsung's class-leading 5.1-inch Quad HD AMOLED display, which continues to marvel with great contrast and saturation. Sure, you probably won't be a fan of the TouchWiz being portrayed by it, but there are some great improvements here. For starters, Samsung's new always-on mode, which is the only one we've seen with color accents, even though notifications don't really benefit much from it from what we've seen. Samsung's game launcher is also here to save you from accidentally pressing the capacitive keys while you play, and Marshmallow has done its fair deal of good improvements here as well. We notice Samsung's adoption of the new volume controls, though the Do Not Disturb does require you to enable the toggles separately as opposed to how Nexus devices do it. The notification shade has also received a subtle revamp in color, and you now have more control over notification banners, even though to a little more complexity to stock Android. Samsung has even continued to push for more text with its iconography, as, for example, in the past, the camera application had HDR buttons, and now you see HDR on or off in the toggles, which is rather weird. Other options in our quick day of testing seem to be the same. Samsung's famous theme store is still an option, and this is one of the few devices that actually takes advantage of that Quad HD display by allowing you to split-screen multitask, in addition to also bring little things like allow you to control the screen grid for more applications on your launcher. We'll dig deeper into more of these in our full review over the next few days. What's been most shocking so far is actually the experience of using this phone over a day. Things like battery life have proven to be a major improvement over last year's predecessor. Yes, it probably won't get you through more than a day, but last year's Galaxy S6 would already crawl by 4 p.m. So far, we've been testing this phone over a period of 10 hours of mixed Wi-Fi and data, with long phone calls, email, and video, and we still have 30% of battery life to show for, something that the previous device would just not be able to accomplish. Storage management was also better than on rumors. Many claim that this phone would eat up half your storage with bloat, but after loading all our applications, games, and music, I still have about half the storage to play with, and there's also microSD support for added peace of mind. Last year's experience with the camera was already good, but we've already begun noticing some great performance improvements even over gloomy New York City after winter, and the speed at which this camera focuses and takes photos is just plain great. We haven't really noticed major differences in color saturation or the resulting photos of the camera, but speed and performance are always great improvements overall. Again, it's really too early to call this a class leader, but our review period has just begun. We still have to exit this honeymoon phase in order to have the nerve to test it when wet, and we still have to see how well it handles daily driver tasks as we load it with more stuff going forward. Expect more details in the next coming days as we compare it to every hot smartphone in the market as we prepare for our full review. Looking for a way to add some grip and eliminate those fingerprints from your new Galaxy S7 or S7 Edge? Dbrand has got you covered. Check out dbrand.com/galaxy or visit the link in the description below to customize yours for under $10. For now, make sure you follow us on social media and hit that subscribe button down below for more videos like this one. In addition, you can catch our videos on Vessel at vessel.com/Pocketnow and follow me on Twitter at Jaime_Rivera or on Instagram at Jaime Rivera. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like what you saw. I am Jaime Rivera. Thank you very much for watching. We've got more coming up tomorrow.